For your information, troublehacking is a brand new scientific solution. It's a methodology for system improvement. Simply put, troublehacking is a set of algorithms and a software solution for solving of system problems in different spheres of life, from business problems to government and international issues. We can increase business profits and cut expenses and solve global social problems. Among other things, troublehacking includes self-development instruments, system analysis and Soviet-engineered technology trees that was previously used for invention of technical parts is now, for the first time, used for the solution of vital problems. Troublehacking has been thoroughly researched by the professors of the most respected universities of Russia, in particular, High School of Economics, State University of Management, Russian State Social University, and many others. This year, 10 scientific works have been written on troublehacking. We teach troublehacking online in the International Troublehacking Academy and take orders for problem solving from your company. This vlog was specifically created to demonstrate how troublehacking works in different spheres of life. Find more details about these technologies on our website troublehacking.com and in the book The Realist Diary. Subscribe to our channel. Now please enjoy the video. Well, look, it's a typical umbrella. Nothing unusual. Let's unclose it, push the button. Now look. It protects you from the rain. And from the sun too, as we learned recently. And it was just an umbrella before, and it wasn't comfortable to use. But inventors came up with this mechanism. It makes it much handier. Look, it was big, but now it's small. All these mechanisms, including the button, were invented. There were particular people who came up with the mechanisms and the very idea. However, it all started in the 1946. After the Second World War, Henry Heinz Schuller came up with a theory of inventive problem solving. Please tell me if you have already heard about this. Yeah, the theory of inventive problem solving. Thanks to this theory, we have had many great scientific inventions. We have smartphones that we use every day, and many other things that improve our lives. So, what is troublehacking? Troublehacking is a version of trees, but suited for life. Theory of the resolution of invention-related tasks that was previously used for engineering, like how to come up with a different kind of gear. I put some efforts into adapting it to everyday problems. My name is Ilya Volochkov. Please raise your hand if you know me. Yeah, it's very pleasant indeed. So, I'm a Russian researcher, inventor, and a community leader. As for business, I have more than 13 years of experience. But I don't consider business to be the goal of my actions. Business is rather an instrument. I'm working on high-tech solutions, in particular on artificial intelligence. For example, right now we are working on emotions recognition algorithms. Also computer vision, emotions recognition, health recognition, and many other aspects and information that can be analyzed and obtained from photos and videos. I'm a member of the Youth City Council of the Perm City Council. As you can see, I'm trying as much as I can to look serious. I'm also an owner of Stop Alcohol Project. Wrote a bestseller, The Realist Diary, a book about money, relationships, and the meaning of life. Here I'm presenting my book to our governor. This is the chairman of our Gosduma. Well, the book is quite popular. Before this event, I checked the database that records the number of current readers. The day before yesterday, there were 126 cities. Just imagine that. 126 cities. Almost all CIS countries, and also USA and Germany. The book was officially included into the library of the Higher School of Economics. It is also used in a few Russian universities. We'll come back to it later. I will explain how I use troublehacking to bring it into the universities. In 2019, troublehacking was officially researched by the Higher School of Economics, Perm University, and many other institutions. They continue the research in Perm State Medical University and Teachers University. Well, I really enjoy that it's happening. It's hard to read, but these are official documents. You can find them in my social media and download for your personal use, or just visit my website. The results of these scientific researches have already been sent to Higher Attestation Commission, HAC, and Scopus. You know, when they say that the British or Russian scientists have come up with something, it means that there were scientific researches and that the results are being published in scientific publications of HAC and Scopus. So what we'll be talking about now can be considered a brand new scientific development. Look, it's a maze. A simple maze. There is a certain point in the maze. This point is your goal. It might as well be $1 million. It's the results of your goal. For example, I have $1 million. I have achieved my result. For example, other people might want to get married. Like a girl is getting married and she's like, done, I finally made it. Or to become a champion. Or to finally start traveling, live abroad. To sit on the beach enjoying yourself, doing something on your laptop, riding your bike. That's what I enjoy. These are the points in the maze. So to achieve these points, you have to walk this path. It is curved and difficult, not everybody will make it. You can spend all time in the world saying, I want to earn $1 million, trying to program your mind, but everybody knows that you won't succeed that way, and that it's not the question of how your goal is formulated. You can use different words, there are many ways to formulate the question. But it's the question of the path. How can you achieve your goal? How to find your path? So a person wants to achieve some goal. And what do? They go studying, like university trainings. They type in Google or Bing, how should I do this or that? How can I find a business idea? How can I promote my product, etc. Or even how to make my business successful. Well, how to do anything basically. So what do they do exactly? They look for the way to their goal. So they basically ask, show me the way. No matter where they get the information, they all do the same thing. And they are told to try marketing. Especially social media marketing. Use targeting mechanisms and you will prosper. Use advertisement wisely, promote your brand, find your target audience. You heard it all. Although these tools are good, everybody is told the same things. They all follow the same path. That's what they're told. They choose one way among thousands of different ways. Troublehacking shows you many ways to your goal. It shows you that you can go this or that way, but the most important thing is its approach. The approach by which you don't search information, you don't go studying, you don't need any courses or pay money, you don't need anything. You can invent a way from scratch that nobody else sees. And even more than that, Troublehacking shows you the ways that seem impossible. For example, this maze might be three-dimensional. Like you can climb the wall and walk right to your goal with no problems whatsoever, dodging everything between you and your goal, not playing by the rules of the maze. Or let's say you can make a tunnel, go deep into the ground and reach your goal. Or we can make a study and learn that during the full moon, right at 12 p.m., the walls become weak as cardboard and you can go right through them to your goal. No matter what goal you've set for yourself, any goal, anything you want. So we're coming to the best part, to the description of our technology, of our system. Please tell me what system is in your own words. Please raise your hand and tell me what you think. What is a system? A totality of elements connected with each other. Right, that's right. A totality of elements connected with each other. Put it simply, the system consists of parts that one way or another interact with each other. So, parts interacting with each other. For example, this event, our event. Here is myself, one system. Then there is you, the system, the participants of the event. Here are organizers of the event. Everyone has their role. Here's also a building system. We are inside it. We have a video projector. It's comfortable to be here. It's a system consisted of component parts. These are just component parts. Let's train a little bit. We have guys and girls here. Imagine a situation. Our event has ended and everybody is walking out talking. Some guy spots a girl. He's walking out thinking, wow, what a beautiful girl. He comes up to her to ask her for a cup of coffee. Let's analyze what systems are included into picking up a girl. Name me the interacting systems. I'll start. One system is the guy. The girl. Yeah, the girl. A cup of coffee. A coffee. Her father. Okay, her father. But what about the room? The place where they will be getting to know each other. Yes, you're starting to understand. These are just parts. The names might be complicated, but these are parts. So, why do we need to break down everything into parts? Why do we need systems? These systems are needed to make each one of them to get us what we need at this very moment. So, we have a goal. It can be anything. Let's say money, traveling, relationships, you name it. We separate them to motivate the system to act and work the way that ensures the fulfillment of our objective. A perfect system is the one that makes everything on its own. A perfect system is when you don't have to do anything. It works all by itself, like a magic wand. In trees, the theory of the resolution of the invention-related tasks, it is called a perfect end result, PER. It's a method for problem solving when you don't have to do anything, when you don't have to spend any resources. For example, marketing. It can be free of charge. Or it can be a job at which you don't have to work at all. It takes the minimum of your resources. Either they are minimum or not required at all. It is called a perfect end result. It's one of the items for effective problem solving. There are 12 of them. We'll cover them later. There are only 2 templates, 2 simple thoughts. The system itself achieves the goal. You don't have to do anything. Money are getting earned on their own. People are getting to know you without your efforts. Traveling doesn't require anything. Health comes back on its own. Any resources or goals that you might need magically come to you. Or even better, there is no system, but the goals are getting achieved. There is no system at all. For example, there are no clients. Like in Tinkoff Bank, there are no offices, there are no banks, but still it exists. There is no system, but the goals are being achieved. Right. And so, this way, if we set a goal, the system does what we need. It starts searching unconventional ways through the maze. It's simple. The more formulas of the perfect end results and the perfect systems you provide, the more ideas come to your head. The more ways you find to go through the maze. Suddenly, it's clear how we can reach our goal. How we can trick the maze. I'll give you an example. Look, it's a cafe. This is our room. Let's analyze it. What systems we have here? We have a street. Let's imagine it's a cafe monkey grinder. It's quite popular now. I often go there. It's a street with passers-by who occasionally come inside. So, who comes inside? How the system is called? Yes, the clients. They come inside and they are systems too. They may come with a company. A client might bring his friends. They are also part of the system. There are other clients of the cafe. They can look one way or another and do different things. Also we have a barista, a person that serves coffee. Also the room. These are just systems. It's not important to underline all of the systems. We just need enough of them for our analysis. Each system can lead to a very tricky way through the maze that no one has thought about before, a unique thing, and you will be the only one who has come up with it. Now, the results. The results in trouble hacking is the goal score. It's the resulting action. In this case, money. For the owner of this cafe, it's an action of clients paying with their card or PayPass. It's very popular these days. The smartphone makes a particular sound, which means the money has been transferred and our goal has been achieved. The money. What can we do to achieve more money? To make people pay continuously. How to make all systems pay. We need all systems to provide goal scores. It's the resulting action, the payments. And here is how it looks. The clients swarming inside to buy more products. They are swarming in and even stay in lines. The cafe doesn't have enough place for them all. In the book I'm explaining how it can be done. It's the 13th chapter of the Realist Diary. Again, you can set up a certain event that will attract people. The cafe itself makes people pay more. Again, using the example from my book, The Realist Diary, if an event is occurring inside a cafe, and if it takes a lot of time, it will make people buy things like water to drink, or it will make them buy some food to eat like a cheesecake, and they will buy more as time goes by, the longer the event takes. How a cafe itself can make people buy more? There are many ways to achieve it. Essentially, we need to launch the analyzing process. That's what we need. The street itself attracts people inside. This street is magical. You know, when some establishments block the entrance somewhere, meaning no matter if they want or not, they will go through this cafe. We have a great example here. A shopping center, 7 Fridays. I'm amazed. A large stream of people from a transport hub like Central Market and bus station is going right through this shopping center. It could have been unpopular, but they are pushing people inside. It's pleasant to look at different products. You have no choice but to go in. The street itself makes the clients pay more. That's trouble hacking for you. Now, barista makes people pay more. Baristas have many different ways to influence the clients. For example, a barista can be a famous person. People would come in just to take coffee from the hands. Like, you won't believe who made me coffee the other day. They would boast about it and make photos. And they would come even if they have no reason for it. The other clients make new clients pay more. It's a very interesting idea. There are many good people. They can play games together. Think of different anti-cafe, where it's so nice that many people stay inside longer. Also, friends of the clients can make clients to pay more. First of all, they would call them just to hang out together. There are many such events which we visit just to be in a company. You wouldn't go there alone, but your friends have called you, and they want to hang out with you in this cafe. Now the only question left is only how to implement it, how to make it real. It's also made through Troublehacking, ERP algorithm. It's 13th chapter of the book. I will present each one of you with a copy at the end of this event. You will have all the materials I'm talking about. You will be able to analyze them at home. Now I'd like to start with examples. Now, let me tell you how I used this recently. I enjoy talking about my cases. How I use troublehacking. Me personally. Of course, there are many examples I can give. Imagine Pegas Touristic. You have probably heard of this company, Pegas Touristic. Turkey, Thailand and many other countries. They emailed me after reading my book. For some reason, many companies have started to write me, asking to analyze their business using troublehacking because, obviously, it's a very valuable tool and one consultation can change the development of the business. So they called me. The task was to decrease marketing expenses. They put money here, there into social media. They spent too much time on the social media and outdoor advertising. It took a lot of money without substantial results, and they wanted to change this situation for better. I came up with many ideas, and I will describe you one now. Imagine a picture. It's a frosty day with chilling wind. People are going to work, to study. It's very cold. The bus is not coming. It's a freezing cold and they can wait for the bus to arrive. You can stand there for 10-20 minutes, but the bus is nowhere to see. And what can we do? Imagine on this very bus stop, we're installing infrared heaters. These are street infrared heaters. It's like a pole that warms people with light. Not with warm air, but with light. Everybody comes to it and warms the palms. Install it on the bus stop and everybody will warm their hands like around the campfire. They will be standing in a circle warming up their palms in freezing cold. Now imagine this infrared heater makes sea sounds. It comes with a speaker that makes sea sounds and announces that right now you could be on the beach of Thailand for $450. We have only 5 tickets left. Meanwhile, right beside this heater, there is a sales rep. He stands with a tablet in his hands. People can approach him and ask him to book a tour for them. I think I can trust you. They are asked to give $15 of advance payment. Of course, they don't have the full amount on them, and you need to sign them up. So they pay $15 through a credit card machine. They would swipe their credit card, and the sales rep says, "Okay, we have booked your order. We had only 5 of them. Now only 4 of them are left, and it's all for free." Notice that the client wants to buy the product without any marketing. The ad itself as a system attracts people. They want to hear it. It is so great to stand beside this heater, and they will stand there every day, and it's for free. You don't have to pay to social medias. Don't pay to anybody, it's free. It's a perfect system. A perfect system for sales. Now another example from the book. It's the book that I've published. Here it is. And I suddenly found out that I sold only 500 of them. More than that, they were bought by my friends of friends of my friends. I had to use Troublehacking to achieve this number of cities. I spent 7 months on this. I started in February, and now there are 126 cities. There were only 500 sold, now tens of thousands. Well, imagine a bus stop, the same one. People will always be there waiting for the bus, standing for 10-20 minutes. Now, there is a guy with books in his hands. He was covered with them completely, and there were red ribbons all over him. It looked like a flash mob or a joke. The books were hanging on his body. Some people saw it on the bus stop of a shopping center. Some of them are here, in this room. Now, the most important thing, he had a speaker on him, with my audiobook playing. The best chapters and quotes that inspire people to move forward and achieve their goals and improve their lives. Like the video that we watched in the very beginning. It was an audiobook, a piece from my audiobook. I used quotes like that, and it was on the bus stop. And literally everybody on the bus stop became my readers for free. Even if they won't buy my book, they will know about it, that it's a great book. There were many sales too. They would come to him and he would take out the book from his pockets and give it to them. "Take it, please, $15. Bus stops are free. People are interested to see something. All waiting people automatically became my readers. The system works on itself. It's the key. Remember these 2 words, on itself. It's a very easy formula that consists of 2 parts. It works on itself. We'll have 2 other examples, but now you will practice what we have already learned here. Remember, the system works on itself. Think of some goal you had in the past and write it down in your phone or notebook if you have it with you at the moment. Tasks for yourself in every little detail you can provide. You have 3 minutes. The system should work on itself. The business development works on itself. The room works on itself. The girls come to know you. The boys want to be your wives. I mean, your husbands. Continue doing this at home. But remember, the most important mantras of the perfect systems. On itself. It's only one of the 12 items of effective problem-solving algorithm. EPSA. According to Troublehacking, the formula looks like this. It's the page number 268. Or listen to the audiobook, chapter 13. It provides a lot of details. I don't want to organize trainings or hide anything from you. You have the full version of this algorithm and you can use it as much as you want. Basically, if you listen to the chapter of Troublehacking, you will be able to use it in your life. You will have all required instruments. Let's continue. The next example. Again, imagine a bus stop. I understood that this idea has certain disadvantages. Imagine a coffee machine. In a room, in a university or shopping or office center. I organized a meeting with the owner of the coffee machines chain. We're installing the speakers with my audiobook and coffee machines, and it plays my book 24 hours a day. The whole day. It's free because it's beneficial to the owner of the coffee machines. 24 hours a day. It gives you the ability to get into all facilities at once. Interestingly, right before I started negotiations with universities and we started scientific researches, I stuffed into the universities these coffee vending machines with my book. The students listened to it. I didn't ask anybody. Just do it. Why not? It's free. All clients of these vending machines became readers of my book. 24 hours a day. The cleaning lady was mad at first, but then she learned it by heart. She knew my book, The Realist Diary, the best book in the world. She started her business. Yes, she left her job and went after her dream. It's a perfect system. These are just vending machines. Well, of course, we didn't stop on this difficult path of conquering the world. On the photo you can see a medal, a commendation letter in my book. How did we do this? Well, this book is of very high quality. Look, it's not just hardcover. It's also stitched with threads like Soviet books. It has special package and paper. It even has a bookmark. It's very professional and it costs a lot of money to produce such a book. But I don't want to sell books. I want to be read. I want to help people with my book, to spread troublehacking so people can solve their problems. I want people to read my books. How can I do it? I can't present paperback version because it's expensive. Ebook is just a link. It doesn't mean anything lying on some torrent websites. It's just a link with MP3s, nothing more. So I decided to make both ebook and paperback. How can it be so? You will see yourself because I will present you books in this format. It's a greeting card of high quality, like the ones you send on Christmas. It has the description of the book with QR code. Point your camera and you will open the book immediately in MP3 to play. You don't even have to download it. Just like on YouTube. It takes one click to listen. Also, I signed each one of them. I scanned my signature, so every card has my signature. The only question left is how to make people not throw them in the trash can. You know, everybody tosses their flyers into the nearest trash can. It's important to raise the price of this card. Okay, it's cool, but nobody will pay any attention. Now imagine a person who has won in a sporting event. He is on a pedestal. They are giving him a medal. He's standing with it on his chest. They are giving him a certificate with my book attached. He's proud of the book. He says, I was presented with the book The Realist Diary. It's the most popular book this year. It's very cool, look. They really appreciate my work. We did it, well, I did it. Through the Ministry of Sport. Very interesting. Through the Ministry of Sport, yes. And I use Troublehacking to write down operational sequences for every stage. For example, I don't know the Minister of Sport. I don't know him at all. I'm very far from politics, even though I worked with the head of the city. I don't know the Minister of Sport, and they appointed a new one. But I found the people who knew him and found him on his way to vacation. Right before his departure to some resort, I came with a friend, and we presented him the book together. We were lucky enough to get right on time. It was perfect. What I wanted is to maximize the chances of him reading the book. All people put books on the shelves. Keep in mind, this person is a minister, so he has lots of books. We have already presented the book to people who almost know Putin personally, but they haven't read it yet. They don't have time for it, even for the audio version. So we presented the book and he read it. He came back and said, it's a cool book, Ilya. We became friends. I said that I wanted to help the sportsmen and to improve their lives. This book motivates. It has many recommendations related to sport, like sleep and vitamins. So I said, let's present it to everybody in Perm region. So it was presented together with medals. The marathon we had like a week or 3 ago that caused the blocking of the city traffic. Have you participated in it? Raise your hand if you have been there. All runners, older than of the age of 16 years, were presented with the book, 6,120 books total. They were said to present these books. Why would you cheap on the gifts? They are free. I printed them with my money. They gave it to everybody. It was one of the examples how you can promote your product for free. It's all free. That's how I spread my book across 126 cities, almost without any expenses. It's magic, yes. Troublehacking. Now, university. It's the best example. It was interesting. Imagine that you have to get into universities to make them teach their students by my book. How can you do it? It's impossible. Everybody said so. There are government standards. I couldn't get there. Maybe through Moscow somehow, but it would have taken too much time. You can't just come in and say, I have a good book. You're nobody. Some Ilya from Perm, not interested. Even the great books of the past from the great authors, some of them are not included into curriculum. Universities are very closed ecosystems. There are no books that all of us know, like Kiyosaki and others. How so? How did we do this? We launched a scientific research. The universities have to perform scientific studies. The results of such studies are published in scientific papers. It increases the ratings of universities. Also, they get additional literature. It completes the curriculum, so they have a topic, like there are many books on economics, philosophy, etc. Yes, philosophy.
So we came and provided that I can get there and talk to scientists. A scientist launched this scientific research, a real scientist, and he wrote to different universities. It was beneficial to everybody. Everybody wanted this. We provided these paperback editions for free. Also, we provided them full access to electronic copies. Every student can receive a book like this in their university's library, in such formats as EPUB, etc. Also, we presented them audiobooks, so scientific researches were conducted. As a result, we got full stacks of student essays. We sorted them and published on scientific platforms. And it's beneficial to everybody. How can it be possible? You can spread this across the country. You can do it even in Moscow, in the best universities. It's trouble hacking, my friends. It can change lives. It's magic. It's tuning of your thinking. As I said, it's the profession of the future, because one such consultation costs a lot of money. There are very few professionals who can solve difficult strategic issues for business in one consultation. There are no such people. You can earn millions here. It's a profession of the future. Become better than others. People will not see what you see. It's only algorithms and knowledge about them. It's trouble hacking. Money, connections, relationships, victories, everything you want. Everybody will think it's magic.
We're teaching trouble hacking online in the International Academy of Trouble Hacking and take orders for problem solving from your company. Find more information on troublehacking.com. Subscribe to our channel and watch our other videos.